Hello, we're back to we're playing the game again. Hi. Who is this guy? Well, I'm
Scoot.
Adam.
Oh.
I'm Scoot.
I'm Adam.
And we have
everyone.
a special guest who's been with us for a while, but you clearly weren't watching the whole stream, and that's why you're asking. Matt, who is my cousin, not by blood, or by any definition, really.
Hold on. This is news to me.
I know.
Like we're like family in the Sicilian
You know when
sense.
your dad has a friend that he wants to kiss so bad,
Adam,
and he just
of
names.
course I do.
He's like, well, not like his son that he wants to kiss, but a friend, like a work friend,
Okay, sure.
and he wants to kiss him real bad.
Yeah.
And then they
You
both
just
have
can't.
kids, and they're like, they tell their kids, "You're cousins," as a joke to trick them,
Sure.
even though it's just their dads are friends. That's what we
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
All right.
His dad, Adam's dad, is also my godfather. So when
Is Adam's dad also
my
a
parents die,
godfather?
when my parents die, Greg will take care of me.
Oh, I think Greg will take care of me too.
Greg takes care
I'm
of
gonna
me.
inquire. Hey, you're slightly younger than my parents. Odds are this is gonna come up at some point.
Yeah. It was funny when I was a kid. I would literally ask my parents. I was like, "So they're my godparents. So if you guys die," and they're like, "Yes," then you'll go with.
Then
you'll
you're
go with,
their problem.
You go with their. You go
And
with them.
then you made plans to kill your
And then you
parents,
killed your parents.
and now we're cousins.
That's a good story.
Yeah, my parents miss them dearly, but you know.
Is this just a trip? Oh wait, this is a flashback.
No, this is a really weird bar.
I thought the drink in Bangkok was boy pussy.
I would say more so than a Mai Tai. That's not. They didn't even spell Thai right.
Oh,
Now they're gonna get drugged.
Is one guy wearing an Outback Steakhouse shirt? No, Outback Surf Champion.
next.
Also, I turned off the music, so that
Man,
if there's
that's been a
supposed to be
while.
music, then whatever. Because there's DMCA shit sometimes, so just imagine there's music.
There's
Maybe
Run
there might be
DMC
music.
Shit. See what we can do.
I
Douglas
fly like
Uppity.
paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. I steal songs from the Clash, they're a band. Everybody
Hey,
gives me credit
Macarena.
for the music, even though
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that. I just
it.
remixed an already existing song.
Anybody who didn't know there's a Clash song? You do now.
It's like the shortest part of a Clash. It's not
Yeah.
even like.
Yeah, it's just
It's just like the tiniest bit that was never meant to be repeated.
No.
But it works. 'cause
It
I mean,
does
it's
work.
good. It's,
I mean,
it works.
I
She's
love
a
sampling.
genius.
Yeah,
when
it's
it's done
a
right,
good-
and I think
it works out.
It works. It works. It's just it is kind of a shame when people listen to the song and they're like, "Oh, that's the first thing I identify it as." When the people who made the actual music
Yeah,
don't
like-
get the even
Like,
their
what
thought,
you say
know?
is Jason Derulo and not Imogen Heap.
yes, yeah.
You know,
You
Like,
can think of a
hey.
million examples, but yeah,
Yeah, it happens all the
it
time.
happens all the time.
So
But it's okay because Jason Derulo,
Son.
pardon me,
Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Thank you.
Paid his penance when they took his bulge out of Cats.
You're right.
So he's okay. He's back to neutral.
He
Shark
had his
fetish item.
he had his bulge in so many cats, and they took it out.
Absolutely.
They made him get rid. They made him take it out
Get
of
it
the
out of
cats.
there. Jason,
Jason,
stop it.
your bulge cannot be in cats anymore.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
His agent's like, "Listen, we got to talk. My client's bulge is going to be in the movie."
Listen, Bubble, what can we do about this bulge?
We gotta get rid of this bulge. We gotta get rid of this bulge.
Agent voice.
And he said, "Can I keep
What
the butthole?"
ethnicity was that?
They
Scoot, huh?
What's that?
they fought a long,
What
hard.
stereotype are you
Agents.
assuming here?
Hold on, Adam's making butthole jokes. Let's.
I was gonna say they fought a long and hard battle to keep the butthole, but they failed.
And they lost that
Hey.
too. Very sad.
No.
It's out there. I know it's out there. I will see the butthole cut before I die.
Yep.
Yeah, release the bulge/butthole.
If I have to
cut.
make it myself, I'll see it. But
You
I'm
know,
gonna see it.
If you learn
computers.
After Effects
Yeah.
If you learn computers,
by Adobe.
I mean, there's guys remaking GTA or what's the name of that channel? The guy who remakes like full games or whatever, just with like bunch of stock kits or
What?
whatever. You've never seen that? The guy who makes like he remade like Homer Simpson's hit and run game or whatever, and like he's remaking all these games with various
With what?
I think he just
with
uses
his bare goddamn
Yeah,
hands.
Thanks for the sub,
chisel.
Cole Shiloh?
I'll go Cole Shiloh. 18.
Simpsons hit and run. Yeah,
Remaking them in Unity
Yeah,
or in
Unity.
Unreal?
No,
Okay.
I'm surprised you don't know this one.
I
Wow,
saw an
I know a
I saw an
channel
article
that
about
Adam
someone
does it.
who remade Simpsons Hit and Run.
I don't
but
know, it just popped
wasn't
into
aware of
probably
this
this guy.
like as a YouTube.
It popped
thing.
into my algorithm one day, and it was pretty cool. It was actually just like guy. I mean, he does like it was like I remade. It was the kind of buzz or clickbaity kind of title. It was like I remade Simpsons Hit and Run in
Yeah,
2 days.
I think I clicked on that video and didn't watch the whole thing.
And it was actually kind of cool. Like he describes like basically how he just like grabbed textures and he doesn't like he's doing quick things and he's grabbing like kits off the internet
maths?
and he's grabbing
Quick
like
maths.
quick maths and all that stuff. But I don't know, it was cool.
Yeah, before I go to the
shout out
objective,
the
I'm
channel
just
and
gonna.
someone so that people can find it. It's a
So
it's a
Matt
cool
doesn't
channel.
sound crazy.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
not crazy.
It's
and
a
that-
real thing,
Before
guys.
before
this
I
guy
do the
deserves some
objective,
cred.
I'm just gonna try and do some radio towers and continue my Disney story.
Do it.
Because the objective
I'm gonna go
might
to
be
the bathroom.
distracting. So at Epcot, the next ride we did was called Mission Space. And at the beginning,
You want to take a second pass at that title, Disney?
Mission: Space.
Even Space Mission is better, and that's not good.
Basically, when you go to the lineup, you can do 2 different missions. There's 2 different lineups. One of them is Earth, and it says it's for babies.
Gotcha.
But it doesn't say. It says
The
if
implication.
you don't want to throw up, or like if you're prone to nausea or spinning
If you're a
makes
dumb
you
baby.
uncomfortable or something, then do the Earth mission. The other one's the Mars mission. So obviously we did the Mars mission.
Brian
and-
De Palma's Mission to Mars.
And this is another one where I think we did the individual riders line to skip or something, and it just happened to work out, and we were just both in the same thing anyway. We were grouped into 4s, so it was us 2 and 2 other people, and they were fun to talk to. They were like sociable sort of people. And you go into a room, and basically it's like kind of like a circular room with like 4 different like pod chamber things that you can like strap yourself into, and it's really tight, and you're like in these seats, and then around the seats it like encloses you, and so you're in this box with like 3 other people basically. And it's somewhat reminiscent of like the Star Wars thing where it's like, oh, when it tells you to shoot, press the button, or when it tells you to fix the engine, press the button. Literally the same concept in terms of interactivity. But it's literally like you press a button once when it tells you to. It's like you're going to be the engineer. When it tells you we need to go into hypersleep, press the button. When we need to launch, press this button. When blah blah blah, everybody gets 2 buttons. It's really simple, and they it doesn't really matter which seat you're in. Everybody presses 1 button twice, or 2 buttons once. But basically, what's happening in front of you, like there's like a video screen, as you're strapped into this like tight, like enclosed space. Hey. And it has like the whole launch and like liftoff and like all this shit, and it doesn't tell you how the ride works before or while you're in it. But as I was in it, I was figuring it out, because the video screen in front, as you're like strapped into this like enclosed space, shows you like lifting off, and all of a sudden you feel like real fucking G-force. Like my cheeks were like descending into like my skull. It was like, whoa! I was like, holy shit. And this was like the intense one. This was the Mars one, so obviously Like I was like, oh, okay, I can understand why there's a warning. And so like every motion that you see on the video screen was like, oh, there's like real G-force. And I realized that essentially what it's doing is you're in this box and you're attached to a central motor that is spinning you around really fast to get G-force, basically. Okay. So like in the room, they fit 4 of these different boxes. There's one, north, south, east, and west, and then they spin the center and to make it seem like you're going forward. And in the perspective of, you watching the video screen, it feels like you're going forward and you feel like you're just getting the G-forces. When in reality, you're spinning and it's centrifugal force causing the G-forces to act on you. And that was really cool, and it was really immersive, really fun. And there are some parts where, you feel like you're getting the G-force forward, and some parts where it's like, oh, it's going downwards, and essentially what they're doing is like they're tilting it down and making it so that the gravity is like pulling you forward.
Right.
It was very clever and very cool what they were doing with that synchronizing with the video screen. But what was really fucked up about it is because I didn't know like how it worked until I was like in it and like we were getting out, and I realized like as we were walking out, like while the ride's not turned on, this area that we're all like casually walking through is like essentially like a fucking meat grinder. Like, and there's like staff there like telling you to get in. I'm like, if they ever fuck up in a way where like someone is like on the outside of this contraption and they press start, I'm sure they have fail safes and like a video thing or maybe a sensor
like everybody
that prevents it. But like I was just thinking like when I got out I was like dizzy and like holy shit, like that was a crazy ride. But like we just walked through a meat grinder and they didn't tell us. We literally just walked through like a gigantic meat grinder.
That's fun.
And I was like kind of unnerved by that.
We should do something where that is the ride. We should do Meat Grinder the ride.
Meat Grinder the ride.
New Line Cinema will make one.
Yeah. Someone start a list of all the theme park
But yeah,
ideas.
it was like holy, what, they didn't tell you how it worked before, during, or after. And I was like, I don't know, I figured it out. I was like, this is obviously what's happening. And we just walked through a meat grinder. Like, whoa. It was fun. I'd do it again, but like, holy shit, just like knowing that we were like it's the same thing as like working in like an industrial like workshop or something. Like, I don't know. Like there's a lot of like moving equipment or something. And yeah, I'm sure they have the fail safes required to make it so that like maybe they haven't had incidents. You never know.
Funny
like,
if they didn't have the fail
there
safes.
are people that have died at Disney World. I think there might be a Wikipedia page for that, but I haven't like looked into it thoroughly.
They're really good at cleaning it up real fast.
Oh hell yeah, because that's their brand.
Professionals.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure they like pay. I'm sure they pay families like, we'll give you $1 million to like never tell anyone about this.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
I believe there
just
is.
have a quiet funeral.
I don't know
Huge
if it's World or Land or probably both. There's like a morgue under.
Oh yeah.
Like
what?
at like sub basement 12. Yeah.
That's funny.
Full of dead people.
Full of dead Disney goers.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, but anyway, like that was a very fun ride.
Fun.
But yeah, like walking it, like you exit, and then it's like this thing was just spinning very fast, like a second ago, and I'm just walking casually, like in the spot where all of this was spinning. So that it was kind of the scariest part was just understanding how it worked.
The scariest part was exiting.
But it was a lot of fun. It was cool.
Please exit to the gift shop fast, quick.
And Enma, that was the video / channel that Matt was talking about. I think the channel was Reubs or Reubs.
Yeah.
Or yeah. But
Yeah, go check him out. It was.
That was the
he's got some
Simpsons Hit and
cool.
Run
I don't
thing.
think he's the only guy who's doing that, but
He's
Go
the
back this
best.
way.
but he did Simpsons Hit and Run, so he's the best. So.
Exactly.
My boyfriend then suggested we do Turtle Talk with Crush,
Now you're talking.
which Crush is the yo, what's up, dude? Turtle from Finding Nemo.
I'm like,
Just get totally pitted, dude.
You riding some waves, brah?
Just hit the lip.
Yeah, the
I'm like,
surfer
you're
dude.
talking about Michelangelo. I'm like, oh no, we're on different turtle pages. I apologize.
No. Turtle Talk with Crush. And
That sounds rad.
another, it was another sit down air conditioned, watch a screen thing. But much like the Monsters Inc. Laugh Factory that I talked about earlier before you got here, Matt. Essentially, it was a thing where they have an animated character on the screen in front of you, but they have some sort of back room that they're talking from, and it's a live person, basically with like a rigged computer animated model, and they can press buttons to make him like swim around, and when they talk, the mouth moves. And it was much more modern than the Monsters Inc. one, and it looked more convincing. And yeah, so they got like, basically they got all the like little kids to like sit in a spot in the front row because that's who they really wanted to focus on in terms of like interviewing and stuff. And like, again, it seemed, it was another Disney thing where it seemed like on surface level, like there's no lineup for this. It looks like it's for babies. It might be super lame, but we did it and it was like, it was awesome. It was like super cool. They hired someone that was like obviously like really, really great at talking with the crowd and making jokes and like, be like, yo, little dude, where are you from? They'd be like, I'm New Jersey. And be like, oh, damn.
That state's trash,
I didn't know about
dude.
the old. I didn't only heard about the old one, dude.
Nice.
Like shit like that.
Solid
and like,
joke.
yeah, like, but he was really funny. Like that, I wonder if I wrote down any of the jokes because that wasn't even like one of the best ones. But like, yeah, he did. There are parts of it where it's clear. How do I describe this? There'd be parts where his like eyes would be like wide open and concerned if he wanted to. Like clearly that was like a button that someone could press to help emote the character and make it seem more real and anthropomorphized. And yeah, whoever was controlling that like did a really great job. Like they hire some really talented people who are just like, I don't know, really good theatrical people to work with. Yeah,
well,
it
it's
was
probably
surprisingly fun, surprisingly.
They probably use a face mapping like
yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, it's very cool though.
Yeah, they got a
Super
rig
cool
for
technology.
It was awesome. Yeah, would highly recommend it. I mean, under the assumption that it would be, as good as when I went. But like, yeah, that was fucking awesome.
At least Disney's using all their money to put together a cool experience.
I hear that, like, I don't know. I just heard this from nowhere. Like, I don't know if this is true or not. But like, if you stay at like Disney World for a while, like, you can get some like good pay. They increase your pay raise if like people leave you good reviews or something, like as a performer or something. Like, I don't know. They like the people that worked there seemed like they wanted to be working there, especially compared to Universal. Like Universal was like absolute misery for everyone.
Kill me.
Yeah. Patrons, employees, Universal Studios was like it was
happy.
Lynchian. Let's call everything Lynchian. But yeah, holy shit. The Turtle Talk with Crush, highly recommend.
Seems like from the sounds of things, like I knew a girl who went to go work at Disney, and everyone that goes to work at Disney is very committed to, for lack of a better word, being super fucking happy and just like super like.
And also, it just seems like
just like
if you're there, you feel like transported to another world in a sense. And like, sure, there's there's back rooms for the employees, obviously.
Course,
like it's going to be a different experience for them.
Smoking
but like
dope.
Universal, like barely, they don't even try.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, what are you doing? It's genuinely embarrassing for Universal. I'm just gonna do the rest of the map while I do these stories because that seems like something that's easy to do. Anyway, the next note I have is a comment on. I saw a lot of shirts at Disney World that had the same logo, and it was an American flag, but instead of the where the stars should be, there was like a logo there.
Punisher logo?
No, that'd be funny. There was another logo there, and it said underneath "Freedom," and I had to ask my boyfriend. I was like, "What's that logo?" He's like, "Under Armour." It was like literally. I saw 4 different people that day wearing an Under Armour Freedom like dumb fucking redneck American flag thing. It was so funny. Yeah, very Florida.
Yeah.
I like that Under Armour makes Red State clothes. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Good for them.
They're not leaving it anymore.
Exactly.
Adam, what's the most Florida thing you saw when you were in Florida?
Did you see a man sell meth to an alligator?
Did you buy alcohol through a drive-through?
All the Uber drivers were like dangerous and bad.
Nice.
There was one that we got in where, and like they had good ratings too. Like these are people that are just on the platform, and I was like, well, should I be the first person to report that? Like, am I gonna be like, will they know I did it? Like, I don't know what I should do here. One of them, she had a cover on the back seat just because she didn't want, like, I don't know, sweaty Disney World people like stinking up or like soaking sweat into the back seat, which is reasonable.
Sure.
But she didn't cut holes for the seatbelt clickers. So she just picks you up and there's this like like strapped in essentially blanket cover on the back seats. And just like you can't plug your seatbelt in anywhere. And we both got in. We're like, okay. And then, went on the highway and back to the hotel. We're like, we just took an Uber drive without seatbelts where like we couldn't even we couldn't wear seatbelts if we wanted to. And this person has a good rating. And okay, this is weird.
You should see the ones with the bad ratings.
And then, and then another Uber ride we took was a guy who was texting on his phone the entire drive.
My man.
Also on the highway.
Well, life is a highway.
Yeah, at points he would
Life's a
have
jump.
like the map on
Stunted.
his phone down below. And then once I was, I sat in the front seat and he was like, okay, whatever, they can see me anyway. And he just like he had his hand up high next to the steering wheel as he was driving the entire time, texting, sexting probably, it was what it seemed like. It's just like, okay, that's weird.
Was he ejaculating at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. It was probably sexting then.
And that was, we had a couple nice non-controversial out of bounds, but my destination's over there. Out of bounds?
I was gonna wait and see, but
Why is it out of bounds to go to my destination?
You can't go
those are
straight.
uncharted waters,
you think
man.
life would have taught you that?
I can't go to the other island yet? Okay. Thank you, Ben Meatloaf. Okay, so I
Thank you,
won't...
Ben Meatloaf, and thank you, Dreamy Bongos, for the link to the Under Armour Freedom Collection. It
Holy
fucking
shit.
rocks.
Oh my god, I gotta look.
You
at
gotta
it.
see this.
Okay,
You gotta
hold
see.
on, hold on.
Go about halfway down.
Yeah.
Boys UA Freedom big flag logo is vaguely. Oh wait, is that the right one?
Yeah, it's if you
It
don't
is
hover over it,
vaguely
yeah.
familiar to a certain logo. I don't know if anyone gets the gets what I'm seeing here, but
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't see it?
Protect this house, I will.
The one before that.
No,
The black
it's like
one.
the American flag and
the
what
flag and
what is
freedom.
their U or their H or whatever, but it looks kind of like a Q.
It's a little. It's a
kinda.
little
It's
Q.
vaguely familiar to,
Yeah.
To
a
like a
certain-
QAnon thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's funny.
isn't that? Do you? Am I crazy?
No, I'm with you.
Okay.
If you're gonna make like an American flag shirt that says freedom on it, you're probably like
Throw a
maybe
little Q in there.
trying to
Who-
Yeah,
pander
you-
a little.
You ain't
You
hurt
probably
nobody.
yeah.
Yeah, why not?
It's just a letter.
Yeah.
It's a fucking letter,
What, bro?
dude.
It's just a letter.
Yeah, bro. All right, so I can't go to the other island yet, so I'm going to go
Because
to my
you're drunk,
objective.
Sonex.
And then the taxis we took,
It's true.
there would be taxi lineup at either at the end of Disney World or Universal. There would be like a spot for taxis sometimes, and it'd be like, okay, we're just going to get that instead of Uber because, at the end of the fireworks, Uber would do the whole like surge pricing.
Yep.
It's like, oh, everybody's trying to go. It's like, oh, you fuck it. And so we just take a taxi in the taxi lineup spot, and consistently every time we went back, the taxi driver would be like, "Oh, we'll take you this." We'll say the address. He'll be like, "Oh, I'll take you there for $20 cash." It'll always be like cash.
Ah.
Like the deal with cash, it would be
Love
more
the
if it's
cash
not cash.
deal.
It's like okay. And so on the last day, specifically, he said, "I'll take you there for $25." And I was like, "Okay, that's already a little pricey." When he dropped us off, I give him $25. He's like, I said $35.
You
And then-
didn't.
I know. And then I asked my boyfriend later, who had already exited the vehicle by this point. I asked him, I was like, what price did the taxi driver say? He's like 25. I'm like, that's what I heard too. He claimed 35, and I just kind of like gave them. I was just like,
Not worth
whatever,
it.
like fuck
He's from
you,
Florida.
Like, fuck
This
you.
is like
Just
don't
predatory
argue.
bullshit.
Is in your hands?
I haven't.
So annoying. And by the way, the ride should have cost like $10
Yeah.
based on the distance. It was like an 8-minute drive. Like we just needed to get out of there and get back to it. It was so
Yeah.
annoying.
That blade split the blood of our ancestors. It has been conquered. The dead have been avenged.
I like how everyone has to receive the knife like that. Both
Two
palms
hands.
out, down on one knee.
Yeah,
Classic knife receiving position.
yeah. You guys aren't samurais. It's
Yeah,
like
you guys are
a
no Tom
Japanese
Cruise.
person receiving a business card.
Love it.
Has to be done with two hands.
Two-hander. Big
Gotta have it
fan.
two hands.
Love it. Classy as fuck.
Yeah, it's actually it's quite it's a
What is
tradition.
it, Jesus?
Yeah. I'm gonna be a Japanese businessman one day.
Are you sure?
I want to kill Voss. and
Picture
Hoyt.
Scoot in a suit.
Doing the eyes.
Scoot Suit Riot?
Scoot in a suit. Scottish Scoot in a suit
Long ago,
in the big city.
there was a lotus
Tokyo.
filled with clean water.
That'd be fun.
I'm more
tale
of
of
an
two
Osaka man,
kitties.
but that's okay.
Token Scottish white guy in the.
And the smell of blossoms moved the air.
Sorry, Scottish is
But the giant had eaten the
That's just
is
the adjective
redundant.
of me.
Scottish and white are redundant words.
A warrior from the northern kingdom.
Scootish. Are you Scottish?
Giant and
No.
vowed to slay
Irish.
He's from
No.
Scoot Land.
him. He
Uh,
painted Tata on his
Danish?
body
No, but closer.
to power of
Denmark?
the land
Or
of
is that is
Dansk?
Danish?
Danish? No. Danish? No.
Norwegian?
Yes. Norwegian
Okay.
and German.
Nice.
the giant
Real
rose from
fucking way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a
the
Nazi.
warrior raised his
Okay.
hand. He cut the giant's head clean off its body.
Scootlandia.
Skull of the giant.
That was
Okay, I
my
have Parkinson's
Sketch
now.
show with Fred Armisen.
I hope he's okay though.
Of the warrior became the Rakyat. Our
I hope he recovers fine. Can you recover from Parkinson's, or are you just like left with it and deal?
Who,
with
Michael J. Fox?
proof you are well.
Von Trier has Parkinson's now.
I'm not
Oh, really?
sure you
Yeah.
recover from Parkinson's.
Give you the
I think you just
Hopefully,
live
I
with
hope
it.
it doesn't kick
It's like
his
it's
ass,
like
is what I'm
AIDS.
saying.
You just
I mean,
kind of
it's-
there's better
and I will see you again.
meds for it now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can kind of like live with it.
But
There's better
uh,
spoons.
There's better spoons.
I don't get it.
No, that on Reddit you'll see posts like every couple of years of like someone invented a mechanical auto gyroscopic spoon that no matter how much you shake it,
Oh.
it stays still. And it shows someone with Parkinson's like eating a bowl of soup, like, oh my god, I can eat soup.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's
is
actually cool.
actually
Look at
probably
those
pretty
videos.
cool.
I
That's
like
really
a
cool
Parkinson's
technology.
spoon.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of a messy eater, so I could use one of those.
Oh, very nice.
My girlfriend could use one of those for her coffee mug. She seems to spill it everywhere. So
She's doing that on purpose. To fuck
yeah.
with you. She's gaslighting you.
Oh,
She's an
my
abuser.
Oh Jesus.
She's an Amber Heard type.
Oh man.
You heard.
Yes, sir. We are leading an attack against a convoy of prisoners taken by Voss.
Jay Fox passed away. Oh shit.
That's
An ambush. Go meet the men.
Someone made a video
Like-
claiming that.
today.
Very happy
like-
to help you.
How many views?
Someone made a video. What?
It's like this is a little kid.
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox is dead.
To me,
Is your girlfriend okay? No, yeah, you guys. She is in good health. She's just like
A
she's
bad
a student
coffee drinker.
and she's just a terrible coffee drinker. Great person, perfectly healthy. Needs to learn how to drink.
Scoot seems like
She has
an
a
Amber
drinking
Heard
problem.
type.
She actually has a real drinking problem.
She's bad at it.
She doesn't know how.
Yeah.
So at Epcot, after noticing 4 of the Freedom Under Armour shirts that Sal, if you're editing this, you should show.
Definitely showcase the Under Armour Freedom Collection.
Please, yeah.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Everybody get one. Not
Where's
a
the
bad
Under
Halloween
Armour
costume,
theme
I
park
guess.
ride?
Yeah, I should
Freedom.
do that for Halloween.
The ride.
Just get like an inflatable ventilator too. Oh, good Halloween costume. All right. So we wound up getting some food. So they had. I told you they had the international like food and wine festival, and it was like, oh, you like walk a little bit, it would be like Spain or like Germany, and obviously,
Did you hang around Germany for a while?
obviously, I went to the one that said Canada, and I got the poutine.
Yeah, you did.
'Cause
Yes.
I was like,
Hell
I
yes.
gotta be critical of this shit. I'm like, this is gonna be a good poutine. And so yeah.
After going to Montreal.
Oh yeah,
too.
fresh out of Montreal.
Idiot.
Well, no, I mean it's the same thing as me doing
Well,
the fucking
how was it?
Hank's restaurant and then the
Sure.
stupid pretentious thing. Like it's good to compare and appreciate what you got back at home. You know?
Okay, so what was the verdict?
Well,
Best poutinis ever
poutine
had.
from Montreal is like
Yeah.
fucking amazing. The
Yeah.
fries are like so crispy. The gravy is excellent quality. The cheese curds are squeaky. You know.
Is that the only situation in the world where you want your food squeaky? I can't think of another one.
Rabbit.
Raw mice.
Yeah, so the cheese curds were not really curds. They were some type of cheese that was very clearly like
Kurdish?
cleanly sliced, so they were in like perfect rectangular cubes.
Did they
Which is weird.
just cut up string cheese?
Maybe.
cheese strings. Cheese strings. They just
Yeah.
pulled them off.
Yeah.
Voss is trying to pass through town. We have to
The fries were basically
sus.
McDonald's fries.
Oh, that's
So not,
you
like,
have
super
to have
crispy.
thick cut fries. That's stupid.
And I'll be honest,
Yeah.
it tasted good, but
Okay.
it's not like it. You know, coming from Montreal, it's like this is sacrilegious.
Did you turn around and say tabernacle?
I yelled tabernacle at
Sacre bleu.
the employee working at the Canada food restaurant who was clearly not Canadian.
Who definitely understood French swears.
Yeah, I was like, well, because my
She's like,
boyfriend,
bonjour.
my boyfriend was like, he really wanted to learn French, but he like didn't Duolingo hard enough before the Montreal trip, but he like kind of wanted to anyway.
He wasn't gonna learn to do
And so
Duolingo
like
anyway.
every restaurant we went to, he'd like turn to me and be like, how do I ask to use the bathroom? I'm like, you can speak in English. This is Montreal. He's like, no, but I want to. I'd be like, où est le toilette?
Toilette.
And then so he'd like
le
he'd wait for
poutine?
the waiter to come and he'd be like, excusez-moi, où est le...
God.
And before he finished, the guy would
They
be
would
like,
just
the
be like-
bathroom's that way.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
and then
just-
and then he would just
Stop.
start laughing and leave. Like he'd
Yeah.
my boyfriend would just like burst out laughing and just leave the scene. And I'd be like, oh, you know, you want to, you're enjoying trying.
You got the French
is
experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny.
Donde está la
And then,
biblioteca?
yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, you should speak French to the people at the Canada restaurant. He didn't.
You will have better French than them.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, if the Epcot like Canada stall really wanted to give you the French authentic experience, it would be like you try to speak French to them and they would just
Oh, mission
like
failed.
make you feel terrible.
I was in a
for
mission.
even trying.
And say,
Just
no,
stop.
no, no.
Just stop.
I didn't realize I
do
was in a
not
mission.
buzzer.
No.
Please, you are embarrassing.
Please, yeah.
So yeah, we did the poutine,
Poutine?
and
Vladimir
they had a
Putin.
cheesecake and it was delicious. The drinks were great. There was a cider and there was a mango martini. Am I supposed to blow this up?
Yes.
Oh, explosives. Yeah, there we go. And then we left, and we did the one of the newer rides called Remy's Adventure, so Ratatouille themed ride, and it was like the end of the day. Couldn't use Fast Pass for it. There was an 80-minute wait time for the ride,
It's a while.
and it took about 80 minutes.
Okay.
Oh.
And it was like end of the day, like I wanted to sit down so bad, my back hurt, and
Yeah.
it wasn't like there's a lot of lines at Disney World where the line is long, but you're constantly moving. This one, it seemed like the line was taken like you just like stand there for like minutes, and then I wasn't paying attention to the mission. I was trying to tell my story. Sorry, I'll
You
pay
passed
attention
the
to the mission.
storytelling mission, if that's any consolation. You're crushing. it.
Anyway, yeah, it was a miserable line, and then the ride was decent, but like so not worth the 80-minute wait. Like there's rides at Disney World where I'd be like, that was worth the 80-minute wait. Like that Avatar one, I'd be like, yeah, I could wait for 80 minutes for that.
Not Remy.
Not Remy.
Sad.
It's another one of those like I gotta go up there.
How long are these rides? Like
Some
don't
of them are
remember.
like 20 minutes. Some of them are
okay.
yeah. I would say like 15-minute average.
Okay, I guess that's
That's a good length ride.
that's a good length ride for.
It's not just like a 90-second roller coaster.
Oh.
Some of them
man.
are like shortish,
Yeah.
but like I would say like 15 minutes is like the maybe like it at least feels that way. What I'm supposed to do is there explosives.
I forgot to ask. When did you go?
Sniper.
I think it's the Twilight Zone ride.
Yeah.
Is that
was
that
the
at
first one I did.
Universal or no? That
No,
is
that's
that at
at
Disney?
Disney.
That's Disney.
That's
Yeah.
Disney MGM, right?
It was fine.
Yeah.
It's at California and the
Oh,
Orlando.
yeah.
The tower. Actually, they removed it from California to replace it with Guardians of the Galaxy or something else, I think.
Oh,
So yeah, I went on it in California right before they removed it, but they still have it at Orlando.
I liked that ride. That was a memorable ride for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on like they really build up the drop to the point. Like when I was a kid,
Yeah, it was fun, but I think I had remembered it too recently from the California one. So when I did it in Orlando, I was like, it was fine.
Wasn't scary enough because you knew what was coming.
Also, like, I'm not phased by the whole you're in a thing that drops, whereas my boyfriend was like, he's a screamer on rides.
Love
he
a
screams.
screamer.
He's
Love
a
a
screamer.
screamer.
He's so funny.
learning more and more about him.
He like almost lost his voice on the first day.
That's good. Those are fun people to have on rides.
Oh, it
with
was
you.
funny until he like on one of the rides he like grabbed my arm and almost broke it by accident.
Jesus.
I was like, "Ow, you actually hurt me." He's like, "I'm sorry." Yeah. So Remy's Adventure, basically, it was one of those rides where you're in a small contraption, like 4 to 6 people. It's on like a predetermined track, and climb aboard the cargo truck before the convoy. Oh, I gotta go.
This could be tricky.
Get out of here. How do I? And this was on the ride later at night. Should I? And basically, it was on one of those tracks. They used the whole like we're moving you physically, but we're also using screens at the same time, and it was cool. But as someone like familiar with the movie, it felt kind of cheap because they really obviously like reused animations and like sequences from the movie, and didn't like there were a lot of things where it's like you didn't animate something new, you just like took the same source files. Which was kind of annoying. Oops.
Now, what if, say, someone had never seen a Pixar movie? Would they be impressed by it?
I mean, like, there were cool aspects to it for sure. It wasn't, like, bad at all. It was decent. But at the same... Oh, wait. Save the prisoners? Okay.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Everything is more fun when it's new or when it's novel.
Yeah.
Hold
So
on.
I
I gotta
imagine it
stab
would.
my arm. All right, are you gonna... Up! Hey!
Whammo!
Oh,
Am I inside a truck?
you're inside Jason.
Owie. You're not a prisoner. You're the bad guy.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity.
I'll just finish talking about the Remy ride. I don't have much else to say about it. You're in this thing, and there's a lot of like physical props and like a huge scale like warehouse where basically it's trick. If you have a micro fetish, this is your ride because it makes you
Finally.
feel like you're as
What's
small
a-
as a rat sort of thing. And it's like,
Oh,
a big
that's a
can of
fetish,
soup
okay.
next to me, and then you go into like you know, an area where there's a video screen in front of you, and then they play a clip from the movie of like the chef being like, I'm gonna catch that mouse or whatever, and you like hide under a physical you know, oven, and then he's like, I gotta turn on the oven, and then it's like you know, heat above you or something like that. It was cute, but it was like really short and totally not worth the wait. So yeah, and then
Same fucking thing, over and over again.
I'll explain after.
Expecting shit to change. That is crazy.
I don't think the original definition of insanity had so much swearing in it.
I don't know, I thought they were bullshitting me, so boom, I shot him. The thing is, okay, he was right. And then I started seeing it everywhere I looked. Everywhere I looked, all these fucking pricks. Everywhere I looked, doing the exact same fucking thing. Over and over and over and over and over again. Thinking, this time, it's gonna be different. No, please. This time, it's gonna be different. I'm sorry. I don't like the way
You move it.
you are looking at me.
Oh.
Okay? You have a fucking problem in your head. Do you think I'm bullshitting you? Do you think I'm lying? Fuck you! Okay?
There's the screenshot
You! It's okay, man.
for Fat Cry.
Fat Guy 3.
I'm gonna chill. The thing is, alright? The thing
Tackle
is, I
him.
told you once already. And it's not like I am fucking crazy.
You look a little crazy.
Is this Nacho from Better Call Saul, or am I racist?
It's Nacho Libre.
I'm Nacho
Nacho
Libre.
Libre's punk rock brother.
Of insanity.
It is. Hey, it is. Another time I wasn't racist.
Oh, Jesus.
Oops.
Oh, fuck you!
Instead of
boulder
saying fuck
didn't
you,
look
you should
big
have taken a
enough,
deep breath. Idiot.
It's okay. You'll probably still somehow be able to hold your breath for like 3 minutes.
I did get the upgrade for breath
Mash it up,
holding.
mash it up,
actually.
mash it up.
I'm doing it.
Okay, but Wish Upon. Look, Sal, Wish Upon was not my finest moment, okay? But in my defense, I had just watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and that also had an Asian guy in it, and that's why I was confused.
And also, it started a huge meme.
And also, it's one of my greatest contributions to society.
Do I get a bit of context?
No.
No.
Fuck
you have
guys.
to earn it.
Someone actually made a video, unauthorized YMS clips compilation
You want to sue them? I'll
of
sue them.
every. No, I don't care.
I'm gonna sue
Every time we reference the Asian guy from 13 Reasons Why.
Did I authorize this?
Yeah, there's a.
Are they
there's a-
making millions of dollars off of my work?
Yes, leaving Mission Zone. God damn it.
I'm going to get them. And I'm not going to say anything more specific than that, but I'm going to get them.
No.
He's gonna get them something nice.
Watch your
guys.
fucking back is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had watched a bunch of 13 Reasons Why.
As you do.
As we do.
Yeah.
Starring noted Asian actor Ross Butler.
Right.
I know. And then we did a commentary for part of the... it's part of the Juan verse,
It's not.
but it is.
Okay.
It's part of some verse.
No, it's not. Wish Upon?
Yeah, it's part of something.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Chat, help me out here. Anyway,
Wish Upon is its own movie. It's not a part of like an extended universe.
pretty sure it is.
No, it's not.
Anyway, we'll put a pin in that and come back to it. People are saying yes, by the way.
No.
Yes, it is.
Whoa.
Oh,
you're fucking trolling.
How's about? Well, actually, let's not put a pin. Let's go ahead and take that pin out and talk about this for a while. A written apology, Adam.
Would you like cursive?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is where you swear a lot and make a cursive joke.
Oh.
Dear Scoot, I'm
one.
sorry. Go fuck yourself. Oh, yes to Scoot being crazy.
Oh, speaking of go fuck yourself, we played. Speaking of go fucking yourself, we
Ow,
played.
am I
we
getting
played,
eaten? I can't
Go
move.
Fish. Hey, dog, fuck off! I'm telling a story.
Yeah, come on, dog.
We played Go Fish, but instead of saying Go Fish, you say
Go fuck yourself.
yourself.
I like it.
Everyone,
Good.
there's an idea for next time you're playing Go Fish. Just say Go fuck yourself instead. It makes the game 10 times more fun.
Could it be? Could this translate to a theme park ride? Maybe. We'll
Maybe.
see. We'll put it on the list.
Go fuck yourself.
So yeah, so we saw a bunch of Ross Butler in 13 Reasons Why. Then we did a commentary and Wish Upon, part of the Wanverse.
The Wanverse?
That's
James
I
Wan
don't-
horror.
Someone's
universe.
gonna have to.
Oh,
someone's
oh.
gonna have to back that up with like a link.
Go ahead. Anyway,
I can't handle people just saying yes, yes, it is. Like without.
I mean that's good enough for me, but I'm more
Where's the
trusting. than you.
proof?
The
I'm a neutral observer. I need to see
and
proof.
There was a friend in Wish Upon who also happened to be an Asian gentleman, and my problem was I had just watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and the Asian
can't
gentleman
move.
in Wish Upon was Dong from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. But I
Right.
had also just watched a bunch of 13 Reasons Why, and I may have conflated the two. I'll be the first to admit. And when the guy in Wish Upon
Oops.
popped up, I said, "Is that the Asian guy from 13 Reasons Why?"
Holy.
And now that comes up a lot.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't ever make a mistake
Never.
in this chat. You guys
Never.
are ruthless.
Oh, it wasn't the chat. It was me and
Oh.
Gael who
Oh,
let it
yeah.
live
Well,
on
I know you
forever.
guys are ruthless.
I think they both agreed because they're also racist. I don't even see color.
It's okay to confuse people for other people, just not Asians.
That's true.
That's different. Stop it.
Ross Butler.
Okay.
Doesn't he look like a Ross Butler? Wouldn't you, if you had one
Yeah.
guess as to what his name was, wouldn't you say Ross Butler?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's Dong from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt / Wish Upon. I don't think he was also named Dong in Wish Upon, but maybe he was. Which
I think you
one's-
got the dong guy here.
Which
Scott.
one's which, Scoot? Oh, that's the same picture, right?
Corporate needs you to find the difference between.
They're the same picture. Why is it funny that his name is
God
Ross Butler?
damn it.
Scoot? I didn't say it was funny. I just said, I mean, if you had one guess, you'd obviously say Ross Butler, right?
And I agree.
I don't think I have to kill everyone
think
here,
it's
but there's
reasonable.
only one more guy, so.
I don't think I have to kill everyone here, but I want to kill everyone here.
Yeah, let's go.
You made me feel so fucking crazy for saying it was in the Wanverse. I would never do anything like that to you. How
No?
dare you?
No, you wouldn't?
How I wouldn't. I wouldn't once. Not once, not never.
Is someone gaslighting?
Yeah, someone is
room?
gaslighting. The one who always does.
that what's happening?
Adam, the crazy one.
So Adam, tell us more. What?
I will. I just, I'm trying to get past this plot in the game to get back to some neutral gameplay before I. It's to keep the editing in mind
Ah.
for the playthrough.
This is going to be a nightmare to edit.
No. I'll just tell them. Well,
cut
so
out
there's
the
going to be
parts
two
where
different.
Matt
One's
talks.
going to be for the story time, which will go on the highlights channel.
The story time is going to be the nightmare.
Good.
Sorry, Sal. Have fun.
I don't. It's a simple edit.
It's nightmare.
It's time consuming, but it's not like complicated.
What is more precious than time?
That's a good point.
Right?
People like try to save gas and drive an hour out of town.
Is your time worth nothing?
Yeah.
Insanity.
Exactly.
Oh, he's saying it again. Ow. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Shooting a guy.
That's crazy. Okay, is this also Alice in Wonderland, and has everything been Alice in Wonderland? It sure looks like it, and I really haven't noticed it till now.
We're all mad here.
We're all gay here. I'm gay.
You're
You're gay.
How do you know I'm gay?
You're gay too.
You must
You
be
must
gay.
be gay, said
said
the
the
cat. Or you
wouldn't have come
here.
here.
This is fun.
Yeah, I like this.
Can this be the game?
Yeah.
Can we just do gay Alice in Wonderland? Do not come.
That reminds me of shout out to my buddy who has the idea for Gay Leota. It's a
Love it.
It's,
Oh,
it's-
R.I.P.
it-
by the way. We lost him.
Yeah, R.I.P. is right.
One of the worst actors of all time.
But hell of a movie. Goodfellas. It was
Yeah.
basically like he shows up in the suit and he's like, "Ma, what do you think?" And she's like, "You look like a gay." He's got this whole. He's a comedian. He's got this whole bit. He's got this whole bit that's basically gay Leota, and every line from the movie, we sat there and watched the movie, and every line was like, yeah.
My whole life, I always wanted to be a gay.
I always
guy.
wanted to be a gay man. My whole life.
Yes.
That's the first one. Shout out Malik
Yes, sir.
in Vancouver.
Dennis.
Doxed.
How is this
You've been
possible?
doxxed. Our pleasure.
Oh. One of the 600 bullets I've taken.
Ah, good.
That was the one that mattered.
Mm.
In celebration of your death. But it was more of a show for Hoyt.
How many
You're
bodies did I
literally in a
climb?
pile of men.
I don't know.
Citra, I'm coming.
Okay. I will tell her right now.
Everything can have gay notes to it when you, if you think in that way.
I'm a gay note
Back from
speaker.
those pirates.
And this evening's gay note speaker.
The Joker, baby. All right, I'm gonna pee
B
again.
flat. That's a pretty gay note.
Can we appreciate that we
Yes.
almost just stopped playing this game entirely because we kept getting
That's
frozen?
true. This almost didn't happen.
Yeah, I said the last
This was
chance,
the last
and
chance.
it worked.
You bullied the game into behaving.
Yeah.
Game, we will turn you the fuck off.
Wait,
we
what
don't give a
happened?
shit.
The beginning, the first 30 minutes of the
Oh.
stream today was the game freezing, and I said, "This is the last chance we're gonna try," and
the
it
game's
just
like,
worked
okay,
since
okay,
from then
I'll
on.
be good, I'll be good.
Yeah. We lowered the quality settings.
Well,
We're
I'm
streaming
playing-
this in 144p.
I'm playing this on the
Yeah.
Steam Deck, and it's not listed as compatible. So you have to like do some workarounds. And the reason we're playing it on the Steam Deck is because I couldn't get to like the install on my PC for some reason. It just, I don't know why. And this is like an old game. Sometimes you have to fuck around with old games. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.